Good morning. My name is Aditya Nair, and my today's topic is measures of dispersion and their usefulness. Let's first know what is dispersion. Dispersion is the extent to which the values in a distribution differ from the average of distribution. So let us understand this by an example. So this particular example says three friends Ram, Rahim and Maria are talking about their family incomes. So Ram tells that there are four members in his family and the average income per member is 15,000. Now Rahim says that the average income is same but the family members were same in his family though the number of family members in his family is just 6. Maria says there are 5 members in her family out of which one is not working and her family average family income is same even though her father is earning a huge salary. So they're just confused. So they gather the following data. So as we can see, almost like Ram's, there are only 4 members in the family, but the average income is still 15,000. Same for Rahim and Maria. But you can see is the particular income what they are having, that is the spread is different, that is they don't have the equal spread. Like in case of Ram, the spread is less, that is in between the income the difference is less, even though in Rahim and Maria it is more compared to Ram. So dispersion is a particular measure which allows you to know that how much spread is present in your data. That is, it does not have to be equal spread even though the average you get is same, right? So dispersion allows you to know the extent to which the values in the distribution differ from the average value. Okay, so there are two types of measures of dispersion: absolute measures as well as relative measures. Absolute measures means the measures of dispersion which are expressed in terms of original units of a given set of data or series are known as absolute measures of dispersion. That is, in these things the spread is still different, but in this type of data set there will be particular units like meters, kilograms, rupees, dollars. That type of specific units are present. So if the particular data set has different units, it's not said to be an absolute data set, but it is a relative measure. Relative measure is when the dispersion of series is measured as a percentage or the ratio of the average. It is termed as relative measure of dispersion. So in this case we are not looking into the units, that is it, no matter, it's just a number no matter the unit. So relative measures are used where units are not present, like meters, kilograms are not present. So methods of measuring dispersion: absolute measures of dispersion are range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, while relative measures are like coefficients of these particular measures. Like relative measure of deviation include coefficient of range, coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of standard deviation. So you got it, that relative measures are actually the coefficient of the particular measures. So let's move into the usefulness of the measures of dispersion. So usefulness of measures of dispersion I have not mentioned in here, but I will just say it out. So first is understanding the data set. So to understand like how much is the particular person, just like in the first example, even though average was same, the particular person earned was always different. So to know how much spread of event is present, to understand the particular data set, we need measures of dispersion. Second is to compare the data sets, just like we compared the Rahim's, Ram's and Maria's incomes. Just like that, to compare those particular datas, you need those measures of dispersion, okay, to understand which data set is much more stable or much more reliable. Okay, third is to detect outliers. To detect outliers means if there are any type of what can I say, to improve the accuracy of the analysis, like if there are any type of faults, to improve it, to remove those outliers and to bring in a reliable or a stable data. Fourth is risk assessment. So in case of medical fields or in case of technical fields wherein there will be, we have to check the risk of the particular study you are doing. Like in case of a clinical study, you have to check the risk. Now if there is a higher spread of data, which means there is a higher risk or higher uncertainty. Okay, now fifth one is Statistical statistical inference, that is to determine the significance of the differences as well as the reliability of the data. You have to understand how much difference is present as well as to check the how much reliable the particular source is. Now comes the enhances the data interpretation. Also you understand how much there is spread and everything. So that's it for this. Thank you.